to my channel. I have a friend with me today.
Hi guys.
So her name is Sipiwe. Do you want to say anything?
I'm low-key nervous, but you know, let's see how things go.
She's lying. She was made for this. I keep telling her you need your own YouTube channel. So
Maybe one day.
she will have one very soon. Trust me, I'll force her to. So today we have a girls chit-chat, our own version of it. We are going to answer a few commonly asked girl questions and let's see how we do.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. So the first question is, what do you do when you have a secret crush on one of your friends? Do you tell them or do you keep it a secret?
Yikes. I mean,
Tricky, very tricky.
it depends on, I think it would depend on our friendship, honestly, because like, if, let's say it's like one of my closest friends, I don't know that I would tell them, because I think sometimes you can tell when somebody likes you back, you can like get the vibe.
Yeah.
So like if I'm not feeling that kind of vibe, I don't think I would be like, oh hey, what's good, I like you.
Mhm.
No, I probably would keep it to myself. Maybe if I think that telling them would maybe spark something, or showing hints would maybe get them to look at me different, maybe I would like, you know, you change the way you talk to them, you know, you change the way you're around them, you know, the way you're laughing, you know.
Yeah. Like, hey John!
You know what I mean? Like more flirtatious, maybe, but I don't think I would tell them. I feel like that's just, because like if they don't feel the same way, it becomes awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, how
But
do
this
we go
is
about
someone
things
you
now?
like, don't you think it's worth, like, I'm all for, if you like someone, not go and tell them, but at least it's like you could use someone like, hey Kathy, please tell John that, or please ask John, do you think you like Booba? Do you think you like Sipiwe? Like, you know, using that channel. I'm all for, like, if you want something, at least know whether.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think that there has been any of like my friends who I end up liking.
Same here. I've never.
So I think I would have to be in the situation, honestly, to see what it's like, because I think good friends are hard to come by.
Yeah, that's true.
And so if you ruin the friendship, after you tell them, I'd be like, oh, I don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
Then it'd be awkward. I feel like the guy would rather, after I feel like he would end up dodging you after, because now he's like,
Yeah.
I can't be around her the same way because she might take things the wrong way now.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Risky.
Well, personally, if you are my friend, you are my friend for a reason. Unless Jesus comes down and tells me that's your husband to be. I've never really. No, the truth of the matter is I have never really liked a friend like that. Like, oh, he's my friend, and then tomorrow I'm like, oh, I think I like John, or I think I like Peter. No, I think if you're my friend, you're my friend.
Okay.
If I like you, you will know it. And if there ever comes a time that I do like someone who's my friend, I think I'll use a more tactful approach, like, hey, Kathy or Sipiwe, maybe ask John, like, oh, do you like Booba, you know? But hey, we're friends, hey? Peace. We're friends. Let's keep it as it is.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, once a cheat, always a cheat. What's your take on that?
You go first.
Okay, so once a cheat, always a cheat. Okay, you know what? Like sometimes it's simply an indicator that they don't really know what they want. So if you are the person on the other end, kindly let them go and help them reevaluate their life and know what it is exactly they want. They are not a bad person. Any person could cheat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying so much, Sipiwe?
I mean, low-key, to some extent, I do think that once a cheat, always a cheat is kind of true, because I feel like people develop tendencies, and I think maybe it would be true in a relationship, because I think it's different if you're in a relationship and somebody cheats and you end the relationship and they go to somebody else. Maybe that you weren't the person for them.
Yes.
And they were just finding ways to get out. But I think that if you're in a relationship and somebody cheats on you and you stick around, I think to some extent, this isn't true for everybody, but I think like to some extent, it creates it leaves room for routine and for like complacency, and that person will get comfortable thinking that if I do something wrong or if I cheat again, this person forgave me, they're gonna forgive me again.
Yeah.
I think that maybe, but then I think that's also maybe in relationships. I'm not so sure, obviously, in marriage. I think that dynamic works kind of differently.
Yeah, it's different when you're married, you're stuck together.
You know what I mean? But then, obviously, I think that's also, you know, like if you're Christian, because other people believe that, you know, you cheat, I'm out, you divorce, and you zip. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, so my take is cheaters are not bad people, they're just people who are trying to figure out themselves. So if you love them from a distance. Like just say, hey dude, like figure out your life. Do you like me? Do you not? But for me and myself as Bubala, Buba and Combo would not tolerate that.
Fair enough. That they're also serial cheaters, just saying that.
Yes.
Just people who just get it.
Those who just have the demon of cheating.
Yeah,
You know?
lots of them actually, but you know. Right.
So, what is your comment on age is just a number in a relationship?
Okay. So, the thing is, like, normally, I think, because of maybe, I guess, growing up in Zambia, I think, what I've always known is that I think it's okay if there's an age difference between a man and a woman, and the man is older. Usually, people look at you sideways, the age group that you're in. I think that it's different if somebody's in their 20s and somebody's in their 40s, because the maturity level, the life experience levels are very different. The connection levels, maybe now, because obviously people who are in their 40s now, maybe their generation may be a bit more, like, maybe a bit more young at heart, maybe. But regardless, I think that certain age gaps are really evident, and I think that it will show you the time differences, the understanding of things, they reflect, and I think that those are easy ways to cause strife in a relationship.
So then what would you say is acceptable age gap? So let's say a lady is 30 and then the guy is 3 years younger, the maximum you would go.
No, I don't think that. I think that that's what people, I think, find comfortable. And because, you know, there's always the like, people generally associate women with being more mature, so they usually say that it's better if you're dating somebody who's older, because then the guy is more likely to be more mature if they're older than you.
Yeah.
But I think that it just depends, because I think we were talking about it off camera. We're talking about how, like an example of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, and how
that's a huge.
they're 10 years age gap. You know what I mean?
But he's an old soul, you know. You wouldn't know.
What I mean? So like I think it depends. I think that there's also some situations where it can be a bit creepy. You know what I mean? Like somebody's 20 and the guy's like 50.
Yeah.
A little bit like.
So are you for it? Are you against it? Is it acceptable?
I think it's acceptable.
Should people do them? Because I believe, you know what, sister, brother, do you? Do whatever makes you happy, as long as it's logical. So for me and myself, I think there's nothing wrong with dating a younger guy. It's all about maturity. It's all about how you communicate. It's all about, like, do you think it works for you? If it makes you happy, it does. But at the same time, I think there is an outrageous age difference that should maybe not be acceptable. No? But at the end of the day, I say, do what makes you happy. It's your life. So, is it better to love someone you don't trust or someone you don't love? I'll repeat that. Is it better to love someone you don't trust or someone you don't love?
Okay, so wait, so you mean like be with somebody? So be with somebody.
Yeah. Is it better to be with someone you don't trust or be with someone you don't love? Which of the two negatives is better?
Neither.
What? But you have to choose one in this case.
Because honestly, like, if you don't trust the person, how will you sleep at night? You know what I mean? Like, somebody gets a text message, you're thinking, is that his side chick?
Yeah.
Somebody, like, you know what I mean? He goes out, you're thinking, who's he with? Like, you'll be so uneasy. Somebody you don't love, I think that.
But which is the worst of the worst?
Oh.
I honestly feel that being with someone you don't love is the worst.
Why?
You know how people say, oh, be with the one who loves you more? My take is be with the one you love, because you know what, I can sleep happily, smiling, knowing, hey, I'm happy. Like, dude, if you're not happy with me, it's your own fault. If you think I'm not attractive and you chose me, it's your own fault. But I think you look like butter, juice, why? You look like everything good. Like, my point is, at a certain point in life, you have to be selfish with yourself and with your emotions.
Yeah.
Do you like the person? Yes. If he chose you for any silly reasons, it's on him, but I'm sleeping happy knowing I love you. When I see you, I'm not agitated, I'm happy.
Okay.
But being with someone you don't love is messed up.
But now trust, think about it. It's
You know how people say, like, ish, that person is silly. Like, after all the silly things he's done to her, she's still by his side. It's
Okay.
because love covers a multitude of evils. So when you love someone, even that, like, yeah, so let's say in this case you do doubt the person and whatever, but okay, between the two options, guys, it's better to be with someone you love and slightly
don't trust. Okay,
them.
I mean, if you say it like that, I think maybe then I would say maybe somebody that you don't. I'd rather be somebody I don't trust, because then, to some extent, I guess maybe you can build the trust. But I feel like
yes, yeah, that's.
But then at the same time, you can also grow love. I don't know. I'll say maybe somebody you don't trust for now, but
about growing love, I think let's leave that for the Indian culture. I think it's either it's there or it's not.
True.
I'm not about forcing love. I'm not about forcing things. Or maybe am I wrong? Am I right? What's your take?
But you know, the thing is though, because you know how sometimes you start dating like maybe you start seeing somebody and you don't like them, and maybe it's because people were saying, you know, you guys look good together, and you're like, maybe might as well try it, type of thing. And you know what I mean? Like, you know, the guy, he seems like a decent type of guy, and you guys are together, type of thing, and you're like, you know, I'm just testing things out. You don't love the person, you don't even really like them, but you know, it's just people are saying, so you go for it, and then eventually your feelings develop, and so I think I can't even pick an answer, because I think that trust is so important, because like, depending on the level of your relationship, not trusting somebody could be so fatal, because it could be even things that are like simple and basic. You be out here thinking the most, overthinking. No, is he lying? No, did he what? No, did he really? No.
Yeah, it's tricky, but between the two, we would go with love. Yeah. So we've come to the end of it. Thank you for watching.